Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. The Tea and Pillage progression event just went live, and inside the progression event this time we can acquire a lot more experience by actually crafting stuff in the crafting offer, but I'm gonna go into detail later why this is a bad idea. Let's get into the rewards here really quickly. We get on the first level season tokens, then a useless bid ace on the rank number 2, but on level 3 we already get something useful, the event pass experience, and in total 40 of them, so this is pretty good. We get on level 5 here 200 more season tokens. So I think for free-to-play players, this is something reasonable that you should do. And the rest after this is already kinda impossible to reach with the points talking. And I will show you really quickly the list here. Thanks, Piero, for sharing this again in the Discord. I really appreciate it, man. So as I said, rank number 5, this is reasonable to go for. Here you need 112k points. And this is quite achievable by only playing games and leveling them up. Every 3 games you play, you get 500 points. So you don't need to play that many games to actually get 200 extra season tokens here, as well as the experience all the way up here. This is really easy, and anything after level 5 will probably take way too much time and effort, and I don't think it's worth it if you're not actually intending to purchase something from the store like those bundles and stuff, because for roller token spending you also get points and a lot more than you will by playing games. Then here on level 7 you have the speed up items. I always say they are useless, but I kind of found a use for them. If you have like multiple hamsters you send to 24 hours expeditions and you just want to have the cooldown timer, let's say 1 hour earlier than the actual timer, then you just use a speed up item at the last hour and you pray that your hamster doesn't fail, so that basically if it would now be way too late that the expedition resets at, let's say, midnight or something, now your cooldown timer would be on 11 p.m. instead. So that's the only useful way that I figured out so far how to use them. Otherwise I think they're still pretty useless. The next thing talking about useless is bonus power for 7 days. Then on rank number 9 here you get the Rituales, and this miner on level 1 doesn't look like much, but it's a really good merge, and you should, if you actually go for all of the miners inside of the progression event, definitely try to get this one upgraded. As you can see here, you get them multiple times already on level 1 and then on level 2, level 3 and level 4, so you technically can make a level 5 version if you would get all of the stuff from the progression event. And on level 5 this one has a real good bonus power and also really good base mining power. And then of course you could also wait on a merging event so that this gets discounted, and then you will have a really good miner for a relatively cheap price, so that's very good. We have the Hual TG and also the Prague or Louis, whatever is this name. I don't know how to pronounce this miner honestly, and those ones are really good miners as well. And this time in the progression event we also do not need that many points to get all the way here down to the actual main reward, which is the tea time, and the tea time has 5p in mining power and 5% bonus power, so it is a really good progression event in my opinion, because you don't need like 40 million points. That was a little bit crazy. You only need 12 million. You get all of the stuff that you can see here, and also of course if you would upgrade the multiplier you do not actually need to open too many cases. So in terms of points talking, this is a really good progression event, but of course the other progression events always had also a lot more mining power, and here you would kinda need to merge the Rituales to make this really worth it. But what is also really cool this time is that the tea time, this miner here, if you are getting it twice, you can either just merge it to the next tier, and it's not even that expensive, and then it comes at 13p and 11% bonus power already. But also what's really good about this miner is if you don't actually intend to merge this one, you basically just keep one copy and you sell the other one. Yes, you heard that correctly, you can sell the tea time. This is really unusual, but lately in all of the events we get miners as a main reward that are sellable, so this is a very good sign, guys. You can actually go to the marketplace, try to purchase a lot of those copies here, and don't even participate in the progression event, or like I said, you just get all of the rewards here, keep one copy and sell the other one. So now we have a lot more flexibility with the progression event, and I really like that. Another thing ongoing is a bundle sale, and upfront I can already say that I only would recommend purchasing the first package up here. Here you get at least 250 season tokens, and all of the miners can be resold in the marketplace if you don't want them in the future anymore. But the other packages, here you get materials to make them a tier 2 version, and also you get always 2 copies of the miners. But seeing the price of almost 41 Rollertoken, let me tell you, this is infinitely expensive for the miner that you get. The Fallen Food has only 2.3p. It can be resold in the marketplace, but also it only has 2.3% bonus power. And the common fans here that you get do not really make the price better, because those common fans in total plus the miners, and then you would need to merge them. They don't make up for the price in my opinion. You get a miner out of this for 6p in mining power and 5% bonus power, but also you of course would need to merge this to this tier. So you need to spend another 6.5 Rollertoken here. That means this entire miner will cost you 47 Rollertoken. And if you would go to the marketplace and you want anything similar like the miner that you craft there with the merge, then you can basically only spend 40 Rollertoken instead of 47 into something that's already way better. Just like that, basically without merging, without anything, just straight from the marketplace, like this one here for example. And the same rule applies to kind of all of this stuff that you find here. So neither of the three packages is actually good, and I do not recommend to purchase any of this. It's basically sales that you should just forget about. They don't exist today. The next thing that is ongoing is a crafting offer, and this crafting offer is ridiculously bad as well. Lately we had a lot of really good crafting offers, and it was just a matter of time until we get something that's really not worth it to touch anymore. And this time, this is one of the cases. You can just forget about this. All of them are way too expensive, and as you can see down here, the crafting price has been increased because kind of what they tried to do here is to force you into crafting this to progress in the progression event, because as I said at the beginning of the video, you are getting a lot more points by crafting stuff, and this craft here would for example be worth like 36k points in the progression event or something like that. But definitely the miner is not worth that much. If you look into the data and you see you need 5k of defense, this alone is kinda already 9 Rollertoken-ish. Of course, this varies a tiny bit in the marketplace, but seeing that you need another 6 Rollertoken from here, this craft alone will cost you like 15 Rollertoken, and for that you can definitely purchase something way better from the marketplace. And in the progression event, let's be honest, you need a lot more points than the 36k to reach anything that's worth your Rollertoken, and the miner does not really make up for the money that you will lose in the craft. As you can see here, this one has 2p in power and 3.65% bonus power on tier 2. While the miner is quite good, it's definitely not worth the 15 Rollertoken. I was putting here as a reference 1.7p in mining power in the marketplace and 3% bonus power, and as you can see, you can purchase a lot better stuff for a lot less money. So I would not recommend crafting any of the stuff in the crafting offer, as well as not purchasing anything inside of the sales from today. But is there something ongoing that's actually worth it? Yes, kind of. The proof of Ethereum, this one is still ongoing for another 24 hours. So chances are in the moment you're watching the video, you either need to be really quick or this is already over. But this is one of the sales that's an example of something that's quite good. While the miner itself is quite expensive at around $6, this is a only one cell miner, so that's a very good indicator already. The base power is not that high with 1p, but it has already on level 1 1.5% bonus power. And this miner as a single miner might not be really good, but the craft or the merge is really good. If you are purchasing two of them, it already has 3p in mining power combined and 3.5% bonus power. As you can see here, the bonus power skyrockets by 2.5 times around. So this is insanely good, and it doesn't even cost that much. And the higher you upgrade it, the better it actually gets. As you can see here, the tier 3 version already has 7p in mining power and 8% bonus power. So this is ridiculous. And don't forget that this is only one cell miner, so it takes only one slot in your room, and for having only one slot, the actual bonus power already on level 3 is completely insane. And the next levels after this, holy cacao, this is completely crazy, guys. On the maximum level it has 150p and 50% bonus power, and yet again only in one cell, so this is complete crazy. And I think for that it makes up the price of $6 for the one copy that you are purchasing. But of course, if you would want to make a level 6 version, then you would need to purchase this 32 times, which then amounts to almost $200. So at that point, it's quite questionable if you should actually go for it, because of course, it's not only the $200 in Ethereum talking, but also the merging fees here included and the actual parts fees. So you would spend a little above the value probably. But on the other hand, single cell miners are always a little bit more expensive because they always take only one slot. So I think if you have a lot of Ethereum left from mining, then this is a safe call. You can basically purchase this. But on the other hand, I think that some of the sales might be better in the future, where you do not need to spend like $6 per base miner. I think the last really good sale like this was $3.5 in cryptocurrency per base miner, and then that was like a very good sale. And this, I think you could call it a good sale instead of very good. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a nice weekend, everyone. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. And I see you in the next one. Bye.